Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nerds with Dice. Tonight, we will be playing Rift's Ballad of Fates. Just a reminder that, of course, every Tuesday we start our week with this game, Rift's Ballad of Fates, at 8 p.m. EST. Wednesdays, at 1 p.m. EST, is Kingdom Hearts Dreams of Nobody with the Bardic Knock. Thursday nights at 8 p.m. EST is Beyond the Void with me, and Friday nights at 8 p.m. EST is Millennium Nights Turbo Jungle, also with me. All right, Kevin, what do you got for us?
All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for Rifts. Thank you for coming. Welcome to Rifts. Let's just go around and give our character introduction super brief, and then I will recap. All right. Let's start with Peppermint.
Hi, yes, I'll be playing Peppermint, our nature mage / healer.
All right, Kid.
I am playing Krogahel Kid. He is a blacksmith who does his best.
And Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I play Freya, who's a human and a spy. She's also a Night Bane, which means I'm also playing this 8-foot tall, angelic, alien, scaly being with a 20-foot wingspan and a flaming sword.
All right, and Greeks.
Hi, I'm Ting. I'm playing Greeks, a goblin-looking amphibious DB side tech.
Nice. Okay, so the group decided, Rohan decided very briefly to take a jaunt in through the mirror. And the group has found themselves in the Nightlands. They discovered some things, including a group of people who was in opposition to the Night Lords, one of which was willing to help them try to find their way home. A man named Muhammad, I forget his last name. I have it written down somewhere, but
Little.
his name is Muhammad
Little.
Little.
Yeah.
That's right, it's right there. All right. And then Yolanda showed up, having tracked you. And you talked some and have plans to take down a factory that on one side of the mirror in the Rifts world is meowing at you.
Oh my god.
Are you? I thought... Sorry. As soon as I start speaking again, it's going to start again. All right. So you found a factory that's producing glass on the other side of the mirror, and on this side of the mirror, in the Nightlands, is producing night soldiers. So, you have come up with a plan to attack the factory where it is probably weaker, which is in the Rifts world, and then use the mirrors there to have Yolanda deliver some kind of explosive device capable of taking out the factory to the Nightland side.
Sounds about right.
Yes. In order to do this, you must first return to your world. The plan to do this took you into the mountains looking for an old mall or an old department store. And on your way, you were very close to it when you were discovered when coming around part of a jagged crag was a 10-foot tall, 20-foot wide crab who just looked at the group with their crab eyes and said, "Appetizers."
I started meowing.
Then there was a meowing sound.
I like to imagine that
It's a cat crab.
In the world of Rifts, there's just always like phantom cats that like no one can kill. They're incorporeal, you can't hurt them, but they're just always there, just meowing. It's just like, fucking phantom cats again. Damn it. Just don't
If we could bring you back to this world, we would. Stop it. God, I already fed you a ghost mouse.
Nobody knows what they want. Like, it's impossible to know what they want. They scratch at your door to go outside, but like they could go through walls, so what's the point? They want you to do it.
Quick question, Kevin.
Yeah.
When we rested last time, did that count enough for me to regain PPE?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. What do you gain? 10 an hour?
Something like that.
So let's call it. It's been like 4 hours.
Okay. All right.
All right. So the group of you, including Mohammed and Yolanda, are kind of in this not exactly street. It's like if a turnpike exit got cracked in half, leading up to a platform, and a bit of mountain has kind of like there used to be a elevated highway here, but a piece of mountain just appeared in it one day, or rose up through it, or something. No one's really sure. It's the Nightlands. Things are bad. And coming out is a giant crab who looks at you, says, appetizers.
Oh,
I've been peckish as of late. It snaps its giant claw and it sounds like a gunshot.
that's pretty cool. Are you talking about us?
Ooh. It thinks.
Ooh.
Its eye stalks go in separate directions, kind of like around the group, before coming back in a little bit.
Is
Not
there
like around, but like.
is there anything else we could get you? Like maybe we could get you like a big burger or something, or you don't have to eat us. We could probably help you out. Okay.
This null existence.
All right. Well, you don't have to make up words.
It kind of shakes its massive torso at you. It's like. Did you know? It's kind of like its eyes rub and like look around. It always has at least one eye on the group. But the other one seems to be like looking around upwards in the skies and whatnot, and says, I used to be worshipped as a god. I
By who?
used to have people bringing me gifts constantly, to the point where I just didn't even notice.
Were you worshipped by these night creatures or by like regular people?
No. These night things. And their magical trap of a world.
They suck, huh?
The worst.
They are the worst. I also
They're
do
so
not like them.
boring.
And weird.
Weird is relative. Weird is interesting. They're not weird.
That's true, actually. I guess in comparison, my world's a lot weirder than this. This world's really like kind of empty. Yeah. What's your name? My name's Krogahel Kid.
Dengoth.
Dengoth?
I am Dengoth, Krogahel Kid.
Bengoth. So you're like a god in this place?
I am a god, yes. Powerful. Wondrous. Capable of creating and destroying.
That's cool.
Yes.
But you're trapped here?
I could muster up the skill to leave, but
Who's got the time?
Who has the time?
it's sometimes more trouble than it's worth. It feels like, correct me if I'm wrong, it feels like it's really hard to get out and into this place. It's almost like the what did you guys call it? The veil or something? It's like really thick.
Yolanda says that's the mirror wall. She is like a little freaked out right now. Muhammad's hand is on his sword, like.
Oh yeah, Krogerhill's got his hammer out, like he's ready to roll, but I'd rather I'd rather. This thing's interesting. The fact that it can talk. What was its name? Bengoth.
Dengoth.
Dengoth. So do you get? Dengoth, are you able to eat these things? Because they look like they're made out of ash, I think. Like
They
pressed
taste
ash.
horrible.
Yeah, because they're like pressed ash from, I think, you're basically eating what we're walking on right now by eating these things.
Essentially, it's a little bit more of what used to be the rivers than it is the ground itself. But
What used to be in the rivers, you said?
It used to be rivers, yes.
Interesting. So, like, they scraped from the riverbeds in order to create these things, I guess?
Partially. And then
Huh.
there's always a touch of the Night Lord's magic. Ugh.
Have you seen any of them? Because I've been hearing about them, and they sound like real shitheads.
His eyes look around a bit before going.
Oh, I get it. Should we not say it loudly?
The Night Lords are unimpressive, pedestrian, and I wouldn't bother to look at them if they walked in front of me.
So they don't bother you at all? They don't come over here and are like, you need to listen to us now. They don't try to, like, boss too many people around.
Their tiny little kingdoms and their tiny little factions always trying to one-up each other.
Really?
Ugh.
They have big armies, right?
Well, I used to have such armies.
Really?
They would fight over a scrap of shell.
A scrap of your shell or, like, any shell? That
Well,
just seems like they're quick to
I would
temper.
tell them it was my shell.
That's fucked up. It would be just any. Krogel's not laughing. I'm laughing because it's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, it's my shell. Kill each other. This is great. So they would. How vast was your land here? Like, how much was yours to control?
My land was not here. I had whole continents.
Really?
Yes. Oh,
Wow.
and the oceans. I miss the ocean.
Are the oceans gone? Or do they, like, drain them?
Have you not seen?
We just got here.
Tourists.
What was it? I keep forgetting his name. What was his name?
Dengoth.
Dengoth. We just got here, Dengoth. To be honest, we're kind of feeling it out as we go. But we're definitely not a fan of these things. They apparently try to go into other worlds. Like other places, and they invade and stuff. And
You
that's
don't
really...
say.
When did they come here? How long ago? How long has it been like this?
As far as I know, it's always been like this.
Really? But you said that you had people who followed you, right?
Not here on this measly, tiny little place. Planetoid, whatever this is.
So are you from somewhere else and you came here?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
Well,
Was it like a wrong turn at Albuquerque kind of situation?
no,
and
I
you're
knew
like,
exactly where I was going. I was fooled.
oh, somebody tricked you?
The Night Lords and their endless trawling of the ways made it
So-
seem interesting, but it's not.
Oh, I bet they were trying to recruit you, huh? Because you're like big and powerful and stuff, and like a god.
I would not even see their emissaries, though several of them were delicious.
Good on you. Fuck these. So not all of the people that work for them are those pressed creatures. Some of them are like actual, like us, like meaty.
Yes,
delicious.
they do keep cattle.
Oh,
Do
did
they-
they try to replace your worshippers with doppelgangers?
No. My worshippers just stopped being alive for reasons.
Did you eat them, Dengoth?
So, where are you headed?
Where?
Where are your brief
Let's talk about something else.
municipal lives?
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, Dengoth, I forgot. Where were we going?
In
Going
there?
back.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go in there. We'll probably be in and out here and there, but we gotta destroy some stuff. There's like a factory over there we wanna.
Yes, the smell is nauseating from this distance.
God, it sucks. I feel like everything these things touch, they just sort of destroy. So, you know, there's a pool down there that you can get out of here if you don't want to be here anymore. Ooh, I don't know if he'd fit. Would he fit? Judging by the size of him?
Interesting.
Was it like an Olympic-sized swimming pool that we climbed out of?
It was a
No.
large, I think, like a 20-foot round room at least. I may have described it even bigger.
He'd be. Would he be able to fit in the pool, like in the water that we came out of?
Hard to say.
Hmm.
Are you asking out loud?
No, I would say there's a pool down there that we got in and out of. If you wanted to get out of here, how do you normally travel? Do you just like can you fly, or do you like teleport, or do you open rifts?
I have many skills.
Okay. Do you want a hand getting out of here? Because I do not envy anyone who does.
Dengoth does not require your assistance.
No, it's not a matter of needing my help. Just I guess if you wanted my help.
What I do require is a bit of diversion.
You're bored, huh? You know, Dengoth, you could probably attack us and eat us and stuff. But we are planning on destroying that awful factory. One,
So you're saying
because
I should wait until you do?
you could, if you want. I mean, I promise that we're gonna probably make this place a lot more lively in a bit. Or if you wanted to be part of it, then you could be in the thick of the entertainment rather than just, watching. Or if you want to enjoy some nice fireworks, you can do that too. But we plan on blowing that place sky high and another place, sort of like a dual dimension sabotage. And you look like somebody who could probably do some heavy damage if you want to. But I don't know if you want to really get into all that with the Night Lords, because that sounds like a problem that probably won't stop.
But how does that help me now?
Because you won't be bored.
I'm bored now.
You mean like this second?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, how about I tell you what we're planning? So we are planning on.
Please.
Oh, you don't like plans? Okay, then how about this?
I don't care what your plan is.
Gotcha. You want the satisfaction now, huh? I will take that as a yes.
There's just only so much to eat over here. Things are so dry. I'm practically
Whoa.
parched.
My phone has literally never made that noise before, so I don't know what the fuck that is.
Would you like some ghost fudge?
Have you ever had ghost fudge?
Ghosts fudge.
Yeah, ghost fudge. I don't know if it's made from ghosts or by ghosts, but it's pretty cool. That's a good call. How much do we have? I want to check my. How much ghost fudge? How many?
I'd say you have maybe a box, like a
That's like a nice.
like a Whitman sampler box of ghost fudge.
He's 10 feet tall, 20 feet wide, so that's like a nice little snack. I would imagine. Like
it would be like a cough drop.
yeah,
Okay.
a cough drop he's never experienced before.
That does interest me. I could pull it from your corpse, but it might get squashed.
It probably would get squashed. I'm pretty clumsy. I'd probably fall on it. Would you like it?
You may make an offering.
Oh, I like that. That's cool. Is there any kind of like ritual that I have to do?
Yes.
Do I have to do a dance?
Yes.
Do I have to dance like a crab?
No.
Okay. What do I have to do, Dengoth? This sounds like fun.
There's a lot of spinning involved.
Spitting or spinning or both?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, got it. All right.
Okay.
Spinning and spitting.
Running at one another.
Running at one another. Okay. A little bit of Red Rover, or whatever.
And
Screaming,
no.
singing,
Mm,
chanting your praises.
yes, that one.
That's okay. Okay. So, spinning around, running at each other, spitting everywhere, while we say nice things about you. That sound good?
That would be a diversion.
Okay.
It's so incredibly dry here, though.
uh,
Normally, this performance would be done in a tableau of many dimensions, meaning
Maybe like-
3.
and like an amphitheater or something.
Yes, an aqua theater.
Yeah. Well, like an underwater amphitheater.
Yes.
Yeah. And there'd probably be like fish to eat.
So many fish.
Man, you gotta get to where there's an ocean. This place sucks.
Yes, but it is where I am.
I hear you. Same. Hey, who wants to do this cool dance with me? Hold up the fudge.
Right.
I
Okay.
forget Greeks.
Greeks will do it.
Oh, maybe you can swing your sword around. You know what I mean? While we do this.
Muhammad and Yolanda are just looking at you like,
Did you guys want to do it, or do you guys just want to clap, keep the beat by clapping your hands?
yes, that one.
Sure. All right. Okay, I got this. Let's do this. Kevin, what do I roll?
Do you happen to have
This is
any
Adam's
skills? Look at your skills.
This is
See
like
if any of them
okay.
would apply.
Well, wait.
Vanguard is great. Vanguard is great.
I have believability.
You believe. Really, just give me a percentile roll.
So
If you don't have a skill,
Buddy, I have nothing. The only thing that I can imagine that comes close to being entertainment based is rope works, but I don't think that's the kind of entertainment he's looking for. And something I thought of was geology or gemology. If there's any stones or mineral deposits nearby that if I strike them with my hammer, they'll like, pew, pew, you know what I mean? Like they spark or something to make this like, wow, cool. It's like making it
That's-
entertaining.
you can do that, but just give me a percentile roll.
Okay.
Got
You
a
got-
49.
100. right?
Okay.
93.
72.
Oh, okay. You're all dancing.
I got 78. I'm not good dancing.
So
But
it's
I will say, kid's not like he's half doing this because like, oh, I don't want to kill this thing or fight this thing, but he's also half like, this does sound like fun and pretty cool. And I'm having a good time. So his heart is in it, if that helps at all for your reference. Like, if the thing can tell, but like he's genuinely like, this is cool. Like, whatever. I've never done a ritual dance for a god before. This is fun.
Mohammed pulls out actually a flute
Oh yes, Muhammad. Hell yes.
and starts playing a lovely tune.
Greeks will use the Naruni flashlight pin as like a sort of like a light stick.
Nice.
Rose for me. All right, you guys are back.
That is absolutely awful. I love it.
Okay, we're so bad it's good. Okay.
Can I end by sliding, spitting upward, and then offering him the fudge? Huh?
The giant pincers come down
I grip my hammer just in case.
and ever so gently pluck it out of your hand. Like it's like an excavator just picking up very delicately
Mm-hmm.
and then just brings it up to its mouth
How hideous is its mouth?
It's a hideous crab face. It's as hideous as a crab, because crabs are gross.
Crabs.
It is just a giant crab with maybe a little bit redder than most crabs.
Mm.
And it's just, you know.
Now give it a minute, because you'll start to feel it. You'll start to feel a little something, but don't panic. Just enjoy the ride. You're gonna be okay.
Would you like some devil eel saliva as a chaser?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, we do have devil eel saliva.
What is that?
A devil eel was a big eel. It actually was like a water creature, so you probably like the taste of it. I wish we had some of its meat left. They're in our world. They swim around, and we found that one on a lake, didn't we, or a river?
Devil.
Yeah, we lured it.
Yeah, we lured it, and then we got it. We actually did it to kill a bunch of evil deer. It's a whole other thing. It was a whole thing. What's his name? Donrath, right? Do I keep getting this wrong?
Dengoth.
Dengoth. It was a whole thing, Dengoth. It was like just a whole thing we had to do. We have to like keep doing all these quests and stuff.
Oh, heroes.
Yeah, pretty much. I never
And
thought.
you,
Yeah, we are kind of like heroes. It's pretty cool.
and you, aquatic one, what do you do? Are you a hero as well?
Greeks is Greeks. Here at Greeks doesn't like labels.
Fair enough.
And you, spirit walker, spirit talker. Stares, one of the giant eyes comes rushing down towards Peppermint.
I suppose some may consider me a hero, but I'm usually just call myself a healer.
The eye starts to slowly go back. This place is not for you.
I can feel that.
Sorry, one moment. Need to handle the thing. Gotta plug a thing in because it's at 8% battery.
This is going pretty well. Dengoth, terrible egomaniac. Not a terrible interaction though. We've had worse.
Well, you have abused Dengoth. You have distracted me from the banality of this sunless, dry place. I suppose that your worship is enough for now.
Cool. Thanks, Dengoth.
When you return, as you say you will, devil eel.
Oh, you want to try the devil eel, huh?
Whole. Wriggling if possible.
It's gonna be hard to get it wriggling, but we might be able to get it here whole, definitely. How long was the devil eel, Kev?
About 20 feet.
It's just for reference, it is about as big as you. Probably not as strong, but definitely as big as you. So you could probably eat that for probably a few days. Well, just take my hammer and start walking past him, I guess.
It doesn't make any sudden movements.
Is he blocking the way at all?
No. It is... It came around the corner, but isn't, like, directly in your route.
Oh, by the way, Dengoth. Before I go, I mean, we'll be seeing you again because we'll be coming back through. But just in case or whatever, were there more gods like yourself that were called from other places by these guys? Like, were they recruiting? Were they trying to recruit gods?
The nature of this place is emptiness.
Oh, that sucks.
When one looks into the emptiness, sometimes they end up here.
Like when people get really sad.
Mystically, maybe?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The tears of a god could flood a planet.
That makes sense. Good thing you don't cry, right?
I don't have these tear ducts.
Really? Crabs don't have tear ducts?
Why would we?
That makes sense. You're in water. Why would you?
We have membranes.
Oh yeah. Huh.
I'm not going to Google that, but I'm rather sure.
I know they clean their little eye stalks with their big claws, or their little scrubby claws. He's not saying this. I am. I don't want to offend him by calling his claws scrubby. Okay. Hey, have you seen a man with a blue sword come by here? By the way, you probably would have. It's definitely out of the ordinary. Definitely something different than this place's usual.
Such things would be beneath my notice.
Okay. Cool. All right. See you later, Dengoth. And I'm gonna go.
It says nothing as you go, but as you start walking, Peppermint, a giant claw comes down directly in front of you, causing you to stop.
I turn around with
into
my
the
head.
ground. I like you. The claw lifts back up and says, "Return to me safely. It would be a shame if you all died and I was bored again." On the ground in front of you, you see what looks to be a necklace made of tiny crab claws, strung with tendon.
Peppermint will warily pick it up.
As you do, it smells a little bit like crab. But you also feel that it's not alive in the sense that things are alive, but you do feel that it is magical. And as you lift it, you can it doesn't tell you there's no magic thing. You just happen to now know that this can you can swim as fish. Swim as the fish, I believe, is the spell. And breathe without air.
What?
Thank you.
Dengoth slowly retreats backwards.
Imagine. And then his eyes are the last things to go. See you later.
Oh, says nothing.
Okay.
Gods don't say bye.
How slowly does he walk away?
It's not painfully slow. It is dramatically slow.
Yeah, I knew it. Kid waves goodbye. All right, guys. Ready to go?
Yes.
No, just go into the building.
Sorry, I need to make a few notes. What you see is basically a mall. It is a Sears. Was JCPenney still open? I don't remember.
Yes.
In 2006.
Yeah, it's still open now.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant Strawbridge and Clothiers.
I don't know what you just made those words
Strawbridge's was another one of those department stores. But you find a Sears, and it is inside is just a set of stairs, a series of just hunks of metal with things kind of growing on them, but also they're rotting. The selection of what used to be clearly top of the line for 2006 refrigerators is
Nice.
rust. Everything here is dusty and a little worn away. There's pretty much no sound here. It's a three floored building, with you are coming in on what used to be the second floor. And there's a little balcony overlooking with where an escalator used to be, but the escalator itself is missing.
This is the place that Yolanda and
Yeah.
Okay, because we don't know this place, right?
Yeah. Yolanda takes you in and she says, all right. She cracks a flare.
Yolanda, do you run into? Are there more of guys like that?
I've never seen one of those before.
Oh,
And Muhammad says, I believe they are called emperor crabs. They believe themselves to be gods.
he's not a god.
Oh,
Man, I did that whole dance. Oh well, we probably made him feel pretty good.
oh, it's distracted.
Yeah, we didn't have to fight. So that's something.
I have seen them fight. It is terrible to behold.
Oh, really? Oh, so that's really good that we did that then, I guess. Well, then we just gotta probably maybe get another W or something even more interesting for it.
It's often better to avoid that kind of challenge, yes. I don't see a benefit to
To fighting one?
spending blood on that.
No. Yeah, we have bigger fish to fry. Hey, hey! It's a crab technically, but I did pretty good.
Yes.
That's cool that he gave you a necklace, Peppermint. That's pretty neat.
Yes.
I think he likes you. That's cool.
Yes, he does, which is strange, I think. The whole encounter was strange.
It was strange. It was
Yeah.
strange. I ended up singing and spitting everywhere. Not something I normally do, but I don't. He was, you know, it was okay. It was a good interaction. All right, so where are we going?
All right. So I jumped up. Rohan can fly. It's like a 10-foot drop. It's not too bad. Maybe a 15-foot drop.
Oh, I have magnetic boots. I can get up there. Or down.
Well, we're going down.
I can get down there.
Yeah.
Greeks, you wanna hop on my back?
Okay, sure.
Maybe Rohan takes Peppermint.
Yes.
Mohammed says, I'm going to leave you here. I don't need to see what's there.
Where are you going?
To plan.
Okay. Is there any
Oh,
way
well.
we can reach you, or is there no communication between these two?
Reception's really bad across the plains.
I feel like that does make sense. Yeah. Okay. All right.
No, we have our ways of communicating, and now that I've met Yolanda, she knows how to contact me.
Well, just be careful on your way out, because I have a feeling he's gonna hang out there until we get back.
I don't think I'll be seen.
That's cool. By the way, before you go, your sword. Where did you get that?
I found it in a alleyway. There was a pawn shop that had been robbed, and I was on my way.
There's no
Uh-huh.
insight in this game, right, Kevin? We
No,
just
not really. I mean, you can eyeball a fella.
Oh, I would love to eyeball this fella to
Yeah.
figure out, because I don't believe he found that sword in a pawn shop, because it's like a fucking artifact. So let me see. My eyeball a fella is not terrible. Ooh, I got a 30 out of 62.
He means it. He tells you a story. That he was on his way home from mosque, and he heard a place being broken into, and went to go see if anyone needed help, because he heard things rattling and breaking. And then people burst out of the back of the building, but they didn't look like people. And he was scared and tried to. One of them seemed like a small child and was scared, and he tried to protect it from what he thought were monsters. But he didn't know that the child was the actual dangerous thing. And as the building that they had just been in exploded, he was about to be destroyed by that child, that vampire child. And his faith kept it at bay. But when the building exploded, landing near him was the sword.
Do I know
Answer to his prayer.
Do I know if these items, these like artifacts, do I know anything about them?
You know someone who does.
Okay. I want to remember what this thing looks like so that I could ask about it.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll even ask him, do you know anything about it? Because I might know somebody who might know a thing or two about what you got there.
This blade, the Salvation, is ancient. It is...
That's its name?
Salvation is its name, yes.
That's very cool. That's very cool. I'm writing that down.
Its proper name I cannot pronounce.
Yeah, but
But it
loosely translates to the Salvation, which is
it found me, and we found this cause. But just trying to do the best I can.
I hear that, man. Well, cool. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
And he kind of walks out of the Sears. Yeah.
His name was Muhammad, right?
Yes, Muhammad Little. Little. Is he... Sorry. So, you all make your way down. Yolanda just jumps. And when she hits the bottom, she hits with an impact. And you hear the sound of a glass crunching. And when the rest of you get down there, you can see that she is now in her Nightbane form. She's about a foot taller. Her skin is literally porcelain, except her arms are made of shattered glass.
So cool.
She points and says, "This way." You go through what clearly used to be a clothing area with mannequins still dressed in tattered rags somehow. The fashionable clothing is down to rags. There are still the occasional rack of clothing covered with black shirt dresses in this area. And it moves slightly where there is no breeze.
The clothes do?
Yeah. Yolanda just keeps walking unless any of you...
Yolanda, are there things living down here?
Yep.
We're just gonna keep going, huh?
We're just gonna go.
Gotcha. Okay. I follow her lead because I don't know what this place is, and I don't want to mess with things that pretend to be clothes. No, thank you. Those sound like ambush predators to me.
There is a changing room. and it is just she opens the slatted door to the changing room. There is a
Oh.
full-length mirror in there. It's okay.
Yolanda, I just had a thought. If
Oh,
we're gonna
God.
go, if we're gonna go to this factory, you should probably grab a few mirrors before it completely goes, and then you can like take them wherever you want, put them wherever you want.
Now, here's the thing. It's... I guess it's not more complicated than that, but that doesn't ever... I'm never, like... Sometimes I've gotta travel. Sometimes
You don't have hideouts or anything? Like
I
you
gotta
don't
go
have, like...
places. I have hideouts. Let me tell you all about the secret places I hide.
No, not tell me about it, but I mean, take your mirrors there. You know what I mean? Or give them to your friends. I point back towards the people we met. You know, they have a mirror in their house. You have a mirror in your house. You pop through. Hey, gang, what's the?
Yeah,
what's the
anyone
word?
can pop by.
Oh,
Anyone.
Oh, yeah.
Not a fan of popping.
I forgot that these creatures use this too. This isn't just like a you and Rohan thing.
Rohan just sort of pats Kid's head. Like,
Ow.
now you get it.
Your hands are very strong. Okay, never mind. Just a rogue thought in my head.
Yep, don't think of it.
I like to just say them that way, you know, just in case I have a good one.
I'll let you know if that happens, I guess.
Thanks.
All right, All right, everybody. Take my hands. And she reaches out her broken, jagged hand to you. We got a daisy chain it. You know what that is? Used to be a thing? Okay.
Yeah, we
So
all
just
hold
grab
hands.
someone
Yeah.
else's hand. That's a line of people holding hands. Rohan, you're gonna have to be last.
All right.
Oh.
And Kid, you've got those big gloves, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay, you can grab my hand.
my gloves are big. Okay.
It's safer this way. All right. Now, God, you're carrying so much crap. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put you at around... She sizes you up and guesses your weight within like 15 pounds for each of you. And then factors in gear. She does this like out loud. And that's okay. And you don't have to hold your breath, and pulls. And she effortlessly flies through, but when it gets to Kid's hand, Kid, are you going through the mirror?
Well, yeah. Why? Oh, it has to be willing.
You feel a little bit of barrier. It's easier if you're willing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All
I don't
right.
want to stay in this place. This place sucks ass.
I'll say Greeks is next. Greeks, are you going?
Yes.
Peppermint?
Enthusiastically.
And Rohan, you need to spend another 15 PPE.
Okay.
She spent the bulk of it. The other couple hundred.
100.
Jeez.
Carrying people through is
Yes.
difficult. It's a lot.
You were nice to us when we first started. You were kind.
It
to
was
us.
such an easy place.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh, easy to get in, hard to get out. That sounds like something they would do. That sounds like something they would make.
Mm-hmm.
So as you come out into a building that is looks like it used to be 3 stories. You see a story above you, but there are cracks in that ceiling, and you can see open sky above you. The sky is back to normal. You can hear animals. You can hear birds and stuff. This is an area that's been kind of reclaimed by the wilderness. You can see what used to be a rack of that same weird moving rack of clothing is there, except that now it's covered in vines. The mannequins are somewhat broken, but they're still there. They are in different poses, but in the same position.
Does it look like the things are the same age as they were here, or does it look like they're much, much older over there?
It actually looks like they're old. They look similar, except more eaten away here. Like they're older here. But things over there have a toll taken on them.
Yeah, I imagine like things over there were ravaged, whereas over here it was like things just aged.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Except in this area, you see that as you come out, what used to be a parking garage is encased in what looks like a small mountain of quartz that formed around a parking garage very, very suddenly. In fact, you can see half a car sticking out of it.
That seems legit.
The quartz is
to be predatory and attacks things.
and you are over near. Let's see. You're not terribly far from Gray. You're closer to Roanoke now. Yeah.
Cool.
So you're closer to Roanoke, Virginia. Well, not Roanoke. Roanoke is a creepy place. We'll say it's close to Roanoke. It's on the other side of the mountains from it. What is that town name? Ronsevert? Ronsevert. Near White Sulphur Springs. That's easy to pronounce. No, I'm not seeing any, like, fun, fancy names. There's Snowshoe, but that's a little bit of ways. Snowshoe, West Virginia? No, thanks. So you are... She says, okay. Well, you really just walked into that and survived, so that's good.
Yeah. That place sucks, though. Is that where you live, Yolanda?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No, I tend to sleep here.
I think that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, there's actually day and night here. It's a little better for my brain.
Oh, yeah, there's like no sun over there. Man, I'd never wake up. Oh, probably also because of the death.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it. Felt like just saying it would be a downer, but yeah, it's
no, it's okay.
All the death and emptiness, you know.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna have to take a bit of a hike.
To where?
Oh yeah.
Probably wherever you parked. If you want your stuff back.
How far away are we from where we parked?
It's a couple hours walk. Which is like, it's gonna be a hike, but I guess it shouldn't be too bad to find the way.
Cool.
Where did Clay go? It was by Charleston. There we go. I have to zoom in to see where it was.
So where did you guys want to go first? Because I know we had a few options as to where to go. I mean, we can talk when we get back to our vehicles, but I was just thinking about, like, you know, what should we plan for?
Wait for Freya.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, we should wait for Freya. Do you need to take a nap, buddy? Do you need to go night night and then Freya comes out? Set up camp when we get to what day? What time is it?
It is early morning. It is like 5 in the morning.
Are we super duper tired?
You've had an exhausting day, and you're not sure that the hours match up to when you were in there.
Feywild stuff.
Yeah, like any chronometers you have are a little bit off and need to be reset by like an hour. But no, none of them are off by the exact same amount. It's infuriating for those who like a synced timepiece.
Well, what I'm thinking is, do we need to rest, right? I spent some PPE, plus I could also repair some of my armor. I could use a little bit of that. And then we could, you know what I mean? Like, do we want to get to our vehicles and then regroup and ready up and prep?
I mean, hopefully no one else has gotten to your vehicles.
Well, let's go.
Oh, my poor horse is just there.
My poor CDs.
You all had parked over by the quarry, but you had you didn't leave them out. You didn't leave your vehicles out.
No.
You at least, put them back where they probably wouldn't be seen under some brush. It's a while of hiking. It's about you're about 15 minutes walk from the place when the group hears a thing in the trees clacking at them.
What? Do we recognize that? I don't think I have lore.
You do because you've seen it before. It's a long snake-like thing with a bird beak and arms and legs. It's kind of reddish, and it kind of snaps its beak pretty strongly at you. It's kind of reddish purplish, I think it is. This one's purplish, yeah.
I've seen this before?
Yes, you all have.
Was it that little thing that wanted to eat the meat?
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
It snaps at you.
Ugh.
It makes a sound and gets your attention, and then just slinks down its shoulders low and kind of slithers off towards where you're parked.
Oh, it was leading us? Did we follow it?
It did what it did.
It's going. Okay, I'll
Going to the same place you're going.
I'll go in the same place that we're going.
All right, give me a perception rolls then, everybody.
Oh God.
16.
That'll definitely see everything.
That's a
5.
D20 roll, right?
D20. Just
Right.
straight D20.
It's 5.
8.
8. Gotcha.
Wait, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Okay, then you see what this creature, this little thing, kind of got your attention before you walked too much further into kind of an opening. You can see by not far from your vehicles, there are about 2 guys, 2 what look to be humans, standing there wearing your standard, what is it, what's that pattern, oh my god, plaid shirts.
Okay.
Just 2 boys in plaid shirts and jeans.
Just like 2 hunters or something.
Just 2 guys. They don't appear to have any weapons on them from what you can see, and you can see them from a distance away. They are wearing cowboy hats. One of them has a cigarette in its mouth,
Okay.
but it does not appear to be lit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they talking?
No.
They're just standing there?
Yep.
Are they moving? Like what I mean is, does this seem unnatural?
They are moving kind of unnaturally.
Hey, Peppermint? Is that, do you know of anything that lives in the woods that pretends to look like woodsmen? Good old woodsman boys? But isn't good old woodman boys?
I mean, sure, theoretically, I've heard.
I can't
muted.
hear you.
Sorry, I forgot I muted. Theoretically, I've heard of several legends or stories like that.
Because those guys, I don't know, something seems... Oh, can I eyeball some fellas?
Yes.
Hey! I'm getting some use out of this.
Yeah. Ting, Greeks can tell that they're not carrying a single piece of electronics on them.
I got an 18 out of 62.
Those aren't
Low
humans.
Low numbers are... Those are not humans?
Those are not
Huh.
people.
Okay.
Well, like
that-
they're waiting for something or someone.
Probably waiting for us. So if you guys want, right, they're clearly trying to trick us because those are not people.
They're
So
both
if you-
wearing sunglasses, by the way.
So if you guys want, I can go over there and start talking to them and pretend that they're tricking me, and then you guys can, help me out if I need it. If you want. Again, I don't like that I'm doing all the talking, but Frey isn't here, and Rohan will just, no offense, Rohan, cut them in half. So if we could make it, I guess maybe I can figure out what they want. Do you want to come with me, Peppermint? Because you're good at
Sure. I can come with you.
Okay. And then Rohan, you're really fast, right? So you could come in from the rear and.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So these things aren't human. Do you have any idea what they could be, Peppermint? Like, what are some of the?
I mean, in our current day and age, they could be anything.
That sucks. Damn.
There's a lot of options.
Shit. Doppelgangers, clones, robots.
Oh shit! They might be the doppelganger people.
Yes, they might be.
All right.
They're not holograms, are they? I didn't sense any.
They are. You can tell that they are not holograms. They are. Light reflects off them normally. But
right,
you can
I'll,
also tell they aren't carrying any electronics, which would be like someone without their cell phone.
in the Rifts world is even weirder than in now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like-
you can tell they're not even carrying a laser pistol. Like,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, wish me luck, I guess.
As
Is
we
there any-
approach, can I cast sense magic?
yes.
Just want to see if they're packing any kind of magic.
You know they are.
Now, here's the thing: since magic tells you certain things,
Yeah.
since magic, you are not picking up anyone under an enchantment or magical spell. They are not evoking magic. Yeah, there's no active magic here.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yes. I'm not sure I like
Okay.
this, but yes, I'm ready.
I mean, me neither. But it's either this or we just attack them outright, and rather see what they want.
They're in the other.
So yeah, I'll start approaching. Hey there.
One of them turns around and goes, "Well, hi."
Well, hi.
This is
I
the one
have-
with the cigarette like dangling out of its mouth. The unlit.
That's not even lit.
Yeah.
I have expected you, Kevin, to have one of them turn around, point, and just screech. Like, I don't know why. But it's like, hey there, like ah. Hey, so I see you found my vehicle there.
Well, yep.
Cool.
Why don't you go ahead and join us? Come with us. We'll get it all sorted out.
I don't know what that means, but I don't really need to go anywhere with you guys. I know perfectly well where I'm going. My name's Kid, by the way. What's your name?
Why don't you just come with us, kid? You and your friend there.
I'm sorry. What are we getting sorted out? Where do you expect us to go with you? We don't know you. And I do not trust you.
Likewise.
Let's all go. Let's all talk to the foreman. Foreman will sort this out for us.
Oh, you must be from the mine. Or from the town nearby, the factory? You're from the factory, huh?
Yep.
Yep, okay. Well, we spoke to the foreman when we arrived. Wait, who did I speak to? Do I remember if he was...
Local person. I don't think they even introduced themselves.
No, it's like security or something. He looked like, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we spoke to security when we arrived. I told him about the situation, and he seemed fine with it. We would just be in and out, and be out of his hair.
Well, there's some fines you gotta fill out, some paperwork up there.
Oh,
Won't
okay.
take but a minute.
Okay. Well, that's fine. You guys go ahead, and we'll meet you there. Because here's the thing. I'm not going to go with you. You're not doing a good job at this. And I don't like this situation. But I don't want to hurt anybody that I don't need to. So maybe you can just get away from us. Please. And I want to light my hammer on fire, but just hold it.
Won't be but a minute.
Of you leaving?
All right. These things are.
They don't seem to like be listening to me or like understanding what I'm saying. Just like
Just
They
like
are giving you
repeating.
nothing.
they're like automatons. Like, come on with us now. Like, no, come on
Won't
with
be
us
a
now.
minute. Won't be
Yeah,
a minute. Won't be a minute.
You're welcome. What? Like, beautiful day.
Okay. One of them is going to run up and try to grab you.
Okay. I would like to.
Knock it down.
Do I need to? So how does this work? Do I need to either parry, dodge, or can I like
You can take a parry or dodge, or what would you do? Would you let it grab you? And
baseball bat swing him in the knee and just like
All right.
destroy his knee while he comes at me? Like, get the fuck away from me.
okay. So yeah, it is going to get a hand on you, but you can get a free hit in. That's the trade.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what Kid would do.
What we call a simultaneous attack in game terms. But
Okay, so my hammer is on fire.
go ahead and roll it to see.
Yeah,
if you
roll the
crit.
hit.
Yeah.
So we roll the d20 to hit, right, and add
Yeah,
the strike.
Yes,
12 plus 3.
that's good enough.
Okay.
We were just making sure it wasn't like a crit or a super low.
Okay. And then the damage is, I'm gonna do a dice roller for this because
Yeah. You do a bunch of damage.
I do a bunch of damage. Yeah. I'm a stupid but a tough boy. Okay. So that is 21 damage plus 9.
All right.
So
21,
30. Thank
30.
you. Can you believe I'm a DM in my spare time? I cannot do math. Yeah, it's rough.
This thing makes no sound at being hit.
Do I hear the sound of bones crunching or anything?
You do
Or does
not.
Does it feel like when I hit those things? The
You hear
hounds?
this. It does not feel like the hounds.
Okay.
It feels like you hit a hornet's nest.
Oh,
Oh
God!
no!
Oh, like
Oh,
paper
no.
mache? Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh no.
Does my hammer like go in?
Yeah, a little further than it should.
Kid goes, ah! Oh,
It
God.
grabs you by like the ribs,
Oh, is it digging in?
and your armor takes about 20 points of damage.
Oh, shit! Ouch!
MDC damage, yes.
Yikes!
Wait, where did we fight paper mache things before?
One shot.
Oh, the one shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ooh, my armor's starting to feel it. I haven't repaired it since ever. I have
You
not
haven't
repaired
had
it.
time.
We haven't had time. We should go. That's why I was like, maybe we should fix our stuff before we do this.
Don't talk for love.
Yeah.
I
All
go.
right, so you did
Yes.
that one.
Right. I feel that that's just from him gripping. That's
Yeah,
how hard
that
he-
is an unnaturally strong.
I want to scream. I go. Don't let him touch you! Holy shit, that hurts!
Yeah, this is going to prompt Rohan to start.
Yeah, everyone's in fight mode now.
Do
Yeah.
we do initiative now?
Yes, let's do initiative.
Okay.
It did
I
not
rolled a
go well
19.
as the crab. It did not go well. God, my fucking initiative.
Oh, that's decent. That's a decent initiative.
All right. Anyone above 20?
Nope.
Above 15?
Oh,
I
16.
got 19.
Rohan, 16.
All right. So we got Peppermint, Rohan. What did Greeks get?
11.
And Kid?
I got a solid 2, Kevin.
Gotcha.
A big boy
Solid.
2. A solid 2. But I feel like that kind of makes sense because I feel like Kid is like horrified. Do these things have a horror factor because of their weird squishy bodies?
Yeah, but okay. So roll d20.
Yeah, I can I just say that I like what happens if you fail?
It's real bad. Just roll d20.
Dang it. Okay. I got a 10 plus
All right. So
plus 2, so I got a 12.
okay. So the 12 is good enough to not be like
Frozen.
so shaken that you lose half your actions.
I like. Oh my god, half your actions. That sucks.
Horror factor has changed once or twice, I think, but it's not good. It's not good.
Makes sense. You're like frozen with fear.
Yeah, I think it used to cost you on a success even, but I'm not gonna bother with that.
I'll just say for flavor, he's terrified.
Yeah.
Ah! It's so gross.
All right, Peppermint, you are right there. You have seen Kid be grabbed by like just a big, looks like a good old boy's ranch hand into like the rib area of his armor, and smacks a burning hammer into the knee, which crumples with the wetness.
I think Peppermint probably had it was kind of at the ready, and she's just going to hit the one that attacked Kid with befuddlement. Just right away, just hits it with it.
Okay.
Nice.
And my my spell strength is 13.
Plus PE, which is not absurd. Well, it's not. Well, it's not absurd. Yeah. All right. So it fails.
Good.
Knocking it down to how many actions? Let me check its actions real quick. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Oh, that's right. Kid, you basically took the leg off of the one that you hit.
Oh god. Is there any blood coming out, or
There
is it
is
just like...
not.
Ugh.
It's kind of a hollowness.
Is this what the doppelgangers are like?
All right, Rohan.
Ooh.
Or Peppermint, do you have a second thing? If you want to use a second action, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to at least draw my laser pistol. I don't know if I can draw it and shoot it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah, I'll draw it and shoot at the other one that's there, which is
All right.
And I rolled a 4.
All right, that's a complete miss. As you try your best to be a gunslinger, but gunslinger Peppermint is not. The shot goes wide into the surrounding territories. Rohan.
Rohan obviously comes out swinging.
Yeah.
Can we tell if something's been befuddled, Peppermint, or is it just?
I mean, they'll be confused and disoriented.
You see nothing on its face.
Okay, well, Rohan being Rohan sees the imminent threat to Kid.
Yeah.
So I was going to go after that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 33 to hit.
Let me roll to dodge. Okay.
27 damage.
All right. So you effectively decapitate this one.
Oof.
Sorry.
Oh god, it's so gross.
And everybody now makes a horror factor check.
Even
As-
Rohan?
That's a bit.
Even
Sounds-
Rohan, as its head just flies off and smacks against a tree and crumples, and crawling out of its neck
Oh my god.
is a massive, gross, basically like a beetle.
Oh, I fucking love this. Is it like the head is moving or out of its
No, the head flew off.
Okay.
The
I thought
head
it was
of a massive bug is starting to emerge.
Oh.
The worst pinata ever.
13.
It's a 19 for Rohan.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 7 from me.
Let me just
14 for
actually.
me.
14 will definitely make it. 7's probably gonna fail it.
That's fine. I feel like it fits right now. Like it
Yeah.
makes sense. He's like, I hate this. This is so weird. I don't like it.
You're like the kid's right up there close.
Yeah.
Yeah, decapitation and now the bug.
Expected, but I certainly didn't expect the paper mache crew filled with bugs like this.
367.
I'm cool with the giant crab. I'm not cool with this.
Giant crab is also kind of freaky, but like that's the kind of freaky you kind of get used to. This is its own
Body
thing.
horror, and I feel like body horror will scare him very much.
All right, lose a melee action. You cannot defend yourself against a creature's first attack or next attack that round.
Okay, that's fine.
But in a melee round, you will have recovered.
He goes,
Melee
oh god,
round's 15 seconds.
gross. Oh god, there's bugs coming out of it. Oh, this is just getting worse.
Can Rohan hit it again?
Does Rohan? What is Rohan aiming at?
Can Rohan figure out what to aim at?
The bug. Hit the bug. Aim for
Hit
the
the
bug.
bug. Hit the bug.
All right. Give me
That's
that roll.
Oh, it's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, the bug cannot move that fast. And has far fewer hit points.
Good.
35.
You cut this bug, and you cut straight through into the carapace that it was wearing as a shell, this paper mache outfit that it had inhabited. And you see inside, it looks like a bunch of webbing, kind of connecting the limbs to the bug. And the entire rest of its body falls to the ground with a sickening thunk. And the bug is not moving.
And it lets go, kid.
Yes. Greeks, there is one more of these things.
All right. How far are we from our vehicles?
You're about... they got super close. You can move up and be within like 10 to 15 feet if you need. You can get to it. You can get to your vehicle if you want.
Greeks will start moving towards their vehicle and will shoot at the other one with
Gotcha.
the laser pistol.
All right.
Oh, natural 20.
Okay, well, the 13 plus 4 or plus 6? Oh no, not plus 6, plus 4. Yeah, so it doesn't dodge. It fails.
All right, so that is 6 points of damage.
All right. This does do damage. 6.
Shoot again.
Yeah.
22
Definitely gonna hit.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Double fours. Where was
As
that on
you
my crit?
shoot into it, you do kind of smell burning paper a bit,
I was about to actually ask.
but
yeah.
it is gooey inside.
Yeah.
The spots you shot are affected, and there are holes, with kind of like a round, kind of like a little bit of burn marks, like if you start peeling away birch bark, kind of like that around the holes. All right. That is Greeks. This one
Do not like.
is close to. Yeah, that's too complicated. Trying to think of how this would work. This one is going to come up behind Peppermint and attempt to grapple, like entrap Peppermint's arms and like get Peppermint in a bad position. So if you want to dodge, you may dodge.
Roll the 13.
All right, you had to beat a 16. Unfortunately, Peppermint, this thing gets behind you and puts one hand at like the base of your neck and says, "Now come on up to the office, or else some bad will happen." The cigarette's still dangling out of this one's mouth.
Spit that out. I hate that.
Kid, what do you do? Or yeah,
Fuck, man, I don't have any. Because feeling how hard it gripped me, and it's grabbing the back of Peppermint's neck, I feel like it could just snap her neck like a twig. So, fuck. I think I turn off my hammer. Okay. Just don't hurt her. All right. We'll go. We'll go with you. Just.
there's a squishing sound. The sound of something very fast moving through something somewhat fleshy. Peppermint, you're kind of jolted forward a bit, and you feel a wetness on your back. And you fall forward. Standing there is the thing. The bug in the chest has been skewered with a tendril of glass, of shattered glass.
Thank God.
Yolanda!
Yolanda, thank you for following us and protecting us.
Like, fucking
Thank you for
bugs.
saving us again.
God, the creepiest ass shit.
What are these things? Are awful. Peppermint, are you okay?
All right, and with that, we're
Yes.
actually gonna take our break.
Okay.
Sorry to cut you off. We'll come back to that.
I hate these things.
Oh, they're
Gross.
The picture
Alright,
is.
yeah.
Let me just get the picture real quick.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I don't.
Yeah.
I
I think these are, I don't know. These are the worms.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gross. It's
Yeah.
weird and gross. Love it.
What do you mean
Hate it
these
and
are?
I love it. They're not worms. They're more like beetles.
But remember our first crew ran into those
Oh,
worms?
yeah.
Worm wraiths.
The
Yeah.
worm place with the.
Yeah.
Not a.
Yeah, but those are just made of worms.
Yeah.
These are just
Ugh.
wasps' nests with bugs inside, with a bug inside.
Are they
Okay.
people?
Mm.
Do they hollow out people, or do they just make paper mache to look like people? I don't like them
We'll
at
talk
all.
about it when we get back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Like,
Let's do some investigating. when we get back.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
We're gonna see what these things are.
All right. We'll be back in a moment. Everybody get up, stretch, get water, do all those things, and of course enjoy the artwork. We will be back in a little bit. See you then. Hello, everyone. We are back.
All right. So, the group has just left the Nightlands and returned to find their vehicles being patrolled by two beings that seem to be bugs in papier-mâché costumes of men. They squished the bugs and now have access to their vehicles pretty much uninterrupted. Ahead
Rohan-
of you is a giant factory that is belching some dark grayish black smoke into the sky. It is producing something. And there's the tin can, and there is the horse is there. It looks like it left for a while but is now back. The horse didn't just stay there for like a day. It just wandered for a bit and then decided to come back. And there
Rohan-
is the truck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Rohan points to the thing and looks at well, actually, Rohan looks at Yolanda and asks if they have a name.
Oh, those are Namtar.
No, actually,
name
Rohan
tag?
looks at Yolanda because Yolanda's in her Nightbane form, like Rohan,
Oh, okay.
and
You
asks
just call me Yo-Yo.
Yo-Yo. Oh, all right, Yo-Yo. What are those?
Those are called Namtar. It's gross.
This is gross.
That's one way they replace people.
Did those bugs crawl into people? And
No,
make-
no.
Oh,
They.
God. Oh God.
You know
Oh.
what? No, don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna. I don't even want to know. I just. Oh God.
Yeah.
These are awful. Are there a
Yeah.
lot of these?
I don't think so.
Thank you.
I mean, back home there was a lot of them in suits.
Are these the doppelgangers?
No, these are not doppelgangers. These are Namtar. Okay, so she actually picks up the head. She's like, okay. She pulls off the cigarette, which was actually part of the lip. Was not a real cigarette. And says, you know what?
Or the bug lip?
Part of the cigarette was just on the face. It wasn't a real.
Okay.
It was just like,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Is the hat part of it?
The hat does come off.
Okay.
And she says, you know what? I'm just gonna. It doesn't have eyes. I'm not gonna show you. But that's why they always wear sunglasses or something.
It's just got eye holes where its eyes are supposed to be. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm just gonna need a minute.
All right. Well, we probably don't have too many minutes.
Okay. I'm getting in my car.
Can they make themselves look like anything?
They need some blood to do it. So, if they don't have your blood, you're probably fine.
So all these people are, whoever they looked like, are probably dead.
Probably yes.
Like
I'm gonna bet yes. I don't know for certain, but probably yes.
Like what I mean is, they look like people who do exist.
I don't know.
Or dead?
Okay.
They look like people. I know
Yeah,
blood's involved.
We were called here for weird replacements or something. Like it was like out of the ordinary replacements or something. Is why we were sent here. I can't remember the exact.
No, that was Charleston. We're still not there yet.
You're very close. You're
Really to Charleston, and I feel like if there's going to be replacements anywhere, it probably started here, where they're making glass to make mirrors. To you know what I mean? Like I have a feeling it probably. I don't know. I don't know the mind of a conqueror, but. I am not a fan. I know. What's the best way to destroy them?
I mean, you crunch the shell.
Okay,
The thing
so
will probably try to get away, but it's not super fast, so.
Okay. So go for the bug. Are they always in the chest like that, or are they in? Because that one crawled out of a head.
Well, they're always in the chest. It crawled out of the neck hole. It didn't crawl out of the head.
Gotcha. So aim for the chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's just good advice when trying to hit a target anyhow.
Yeah, I thought maybe hitting him in the leg would knock him down, but he just didn't even care.
They don't feel. So, like, they don't know how emotions work. All right, let's get in the cars and go.
Yeah,
We can talk on the way. I'll ride.
I'm ready to get at this.
Yeah.
Greeks will take some sample of the paper mache.
Rohan has to. I have to go now. I can't drive.
Oh, okay.
Yolanda goes, sure.
Well, thank you, Rohan.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you, Rohan,
Thanks,
for all
Rohan.
your help.
So Rohan will kind of go like into the woods, and then there's just a pause, and then Freya comes out, and it's just like, "Let's go, let's just go."
Freya, do you know anything that happened? We went.
Oh,
to
I
the...
know it all. I know it all. Let's
Okay.
go.
There's the crab, and there's a whole lot we had
Oh,
to
I
tell
got-
Kid,
I-
ride with me. We'll talk about other things, please. Let's just go.
you.
We going to Merktown? Or somewhere else?
Well, so that's the thing, right? That's what I wanted to ask: is where do we want to go first? Because what I remember is Merktown's a good place to find explosives and stuff, but we were really far away from there, weren't we?
Yeah, it's a bit of a ways.
Do we
Uh,
want-
here?
Do we want to check out?
Lockhinge is not that far. Dwomer's not that far. Pittsburgh is about as far as Paducah.
What do you think, Freya? Because you were the one that we were, I think, kind of waiting for to help us figure out where can we get good bombs. But
Good stuff to make good bombs.
make it like my town far we could get people would definitely help us out, but you know, it's nothing like Merktown or anything. But what do you think?
First question is, do we want to get any information from Charleston?
I mean, we are close, I guess.
Personally, I just think that before we do that, we should be prepared to fight in case, you know, we were to get caught
Or
or
defense.
something.
That's a good. Maybe we should, if before we hit the factory, when we come back, maybe we can talk to the people of Charleston. That way, if we need to book it, we can go right to the factory. Boom, Bob's your uncle, and then hop, skip, and jump to, you know, the Badland.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that. Depends on how you want to do this. Do we want to involve the conspiracy?
No. I do not want
Greeks?
I do not want to put my sister in this danger.
Okay, so did you tell Yolanda about the conspiracy?
Yeah.
I think we mentioned it, didn't we? And she was like,
yeah,
"Great."
she was like, it was an angel. It was an angel and all that.
Yeah.
yeah,
She's like, well, we don't need to involve the whole of them. It doesn't sound like a group that acts as a fist.
Because
a good-
if that's the case, because then we could always talk to Moreland.
Who is that?
It's in Pittsburgh. That was the name, right?
Was that the guy
Moorhead.
that we were?
Moorhead. I think it was
Moorhead.
Moorhead.
Moorhead. Sorry.
So he could probably get us stuff. And Greeks, is the friend that you had in the conspiracy? Is he good with like technology like you are? Can he build stuff like you?
Now, he can't build
No.
stuff like you,
Okay.
but he is good with gear. He has access to a lot of gear.
Because the idea would be better to implode it than explode it.
I guess Greeks was thinking that too, but that would require better explosives.
What does that mean?
Better
Instead of, okay, think of it this way.
It's going
Instead
to explode back.
right, it's collapsing the building, smashing everything, burying everything. Instead of spreading good knows what else into the air or allowing other things to escape, bringing it in upon itself.
So, in order to do that, we would probably have to destroy the structures that support it, and even maybe some of the ground underneath it. Do I know anything about the area that this is built on, Kevin? Like with my geology, do I know the kind of ground, the kind of like rock or stone, and if it would be doable to like essentially create maybe a sinkhole underneath it? Like, do I know anything about the area? I feel like
I
no
don't,
for the
but
area. The what?
hold on, let me look up geology of West Virginia.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, this is why I have Googles. Let's see, what is this saying?
And then
My geology-
extrapolate 1,000 years into the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, account for that. we did
Alright.
we did see a parking lot that was entirely inside of quartz. So
All right. So this is sandstone, shale, clay, coal, and limestone. If you hit it, like, you don't know all of those things. Sinkholes are capable of happening, but your geology is good. Did you roll your geology?
no, I can right now.
Yeah, give me that to see how much.
My geology is 40. Oh my god. What happens if I get a 40 on a 40?
You're good.
Okay. I was like, fuck.
So-
Yes.
A sinkhole happens when a place that has been eroded away by water underground, the top of it erodes away and then things fall in. You would need to find a way to create or expand a sinkhole underneath it.
Well, what I'm thinking is something goes in, explodes down there, weakening everything on top, and it all falls in upon itself. And then we just put a bunch of dirt on it. Put a little fence around it. We're good.
No,
A
but if we
sign,
need to.
A sign that says it just says don't. That's
bad
all it
place.
says. No.
And then you come back in 5 years and someone's started a town on top of it called Bad Place.
Ah.
So you don't exactly know, like, that was your plan. You don't know how you would do exactly that. Explosives could do it. You don't know what magic can do.
Right, yeah, I'm thinking the way he would think. So he's thinking, well, what kind of stone is under there? If you're able to disrupt it enough, then it should fall in upon itself. And that's not even taking into consideration what kind of maybe natural crevices might be down there. I assume maybe not because it's built on, but who knows? You know,
I don't have time for a ground penetrating radar right now.
but if we,
I don't know that any of you have LiDAR in your gear, a radar kit that. Yeah. Well, Greeks.
Yeah.
This sounds like a thing Greeks could do. You do have radar on your thing, right?
Yeah. They can modify it to be LiDAR.
It would take a little, like an hour, to rig that up if you would like to try.
Sure.
You guys get a little bit away, so you're not worried about like being spotted.
Right.
All right, Greeks, give me what kind of thing would that be? Electrical engineering?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got that.
Give me the
And
best of your engineering style rolls, or if you can think of something better.
Electrical engineering, mechanical, computer.
Whichever one's highest, roll on,
Uh,
because it has aspects of all three.
58 out of 64.
All right, so you do set it up so that you could get a reasonable underground kind of map
nice.
that may show any faults if you study it well enough, which might take some time.
I can probably study that if I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Anybody has better geology than I do.
No one has
Oh,
better
you're-
geology than you do because no one takes that skill. No one else cares about rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Peppermint, but Peppermint cares more about the moss on the rock than the rock.
Do I need to roll for that, or can I just say that whenever we
Uh,
find our down, I'll spend my time studying that?
Yeah, when you guys grab like a day. But you now have an underground map of the factory, like a underground map of Clay, West Virginia.
Cool.
All right. But that doesn't say where you're going. Who do you want to go to for help?
I'll be honest. I would rather not go to Lockhenge because my town must already be somewhat involved in this. I don't want to make them a target, a dead-on target by, you know what I mean? I'm a little worried with their distance from here, but I also would like to check on my town at some point. But I think Freya, you have like connections, in Merktown and now in Pittsburgh. And I feel like your connections are more so people who know exactly how to do stuff like this. I don't
Sure.
know. It's up to you guys, I think.
If you're willing to take the time to go into Merktown, I know a lot more people there, and I know who to hire.
I'm down for it.
Oh shit!
I've never been to Merktown, but I've heard a lot of stories.
And should we stop by Charleston?
Hold on, are we still?
Before?
What?
You're still like in the vicinity, but you're not directly at the factory.
I don't know, but I feel like we should check Charleston right before we hit the factory. I just feel like that makes more sense because if we they already know about us, right? But then if we go to Charleston, I feel like they're waiting for us now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Maybe.
I'd rather go there either right before or right after we hit the factory. Because if we hit the factory, then they'll be scared of us, Freya, right?
Yeah. Can
Oh,
I just
there you go.
time out? Are we frozen on Twitch? That's what
I'm seeing it live, still moving.
Okay.
But earlier I had to reset the stream for myself. I think
Okay.
it's just the internet has been massively unstable today.
All right.
I
I'm
know
just-
the Northeast was having massive outages.
Okay. All right. We're good. I'm sorry. There we go.
Good. It's a pertinent question.
Yeah, going to Charleston now that we had that fight, it's not. I just want to check. But yeah, if you are willing to take the time, then we can go to Merktown.
I'm willing to do it. Yeah.
We got to be careful, okay, kid? There's just
Oh, you're gonna have to drop me off outside of Merktown, but I'm fine with that. I'll find a ride.
Do you have like enemies or something there?
Well, last time I was in Merktown, I found a ride. It wasn't
right.
mine. I stole something from there, and I don't want to.
Oh, I did not get it. I
Yeah.
you were saying you took a taxi, and I was waiting for the rest of the story.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No, just kid, just sort of like follow my lead.
Okay.
Some
I got
some
it.
people, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yes. There will be a time when that charm is going to come in effect, but
I'm charming. Oh, cool.
it's a certain flavor. But
Yeah,
Work on
just wait for the moment, okay? But yeah,
the God crab.
Well,
yeah.
you flatter a crab. Don't let it get to your head.
Listen, God crabs find me charming.
So
Luckily for you, someone does.
so before we go, I want to send a message to Danica.
Just like a heads up.
Uh-huh.
Gonna check in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the usual message of I'm going to need some things. Start greasing the wheels for me. Sort of coded message. She'll know what it means.
Gotcha. She knows something's spinning up.
Yes.
All right. Yolanda No, Yolanda says, "Yeah, I probably am wanted there. I think they saw me, but ooh.
I thought Merktown was like lawless or something.
Oh
Oh no,
no.
there's people that control it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's lawless people essentially.
They're okay. The government of Merktown is run by the Tennessee Headhunters.
Well, they sound terrible.
They're actually not. They are a mercenary band.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but they do remember when you've stolen their
Oh.
like
They
stuff.
see you do it.
I
Oh.
mean, I can't guarantee they didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I would if I didn't need to do all this other call in some other favors, Yolanda, I would help with that. But
No, it's fine. I don't mind. It's not a big deal. I just don't go into the town, and some yokel always parks outside.
yeah. And about
Okay.
I want to talk to you more about like what happened with Rohan and everything later, if we can.
Okay. I mean,
Alright.
we should probably stop somewhere in between just for a rest up.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Let me look at this map real quick, she says.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you're going to Paducah, on your way, there is
Paducah?
a town that she says to avoid. But she actually has some friends at a place called the Central Preserve, which is a Native American fort in Lebanon, Kentucky.
Cool.
Let's see who owns it. Let me get that book up. But yeah, she has a couple of friends there. She's done some favors for them. They can give us a place to crash for like a day.
That'd
They
be
don't
good.
have-
We need it.
They have some resources, but they're loath to part with them unless you are in dire need. All right. So the group heads out through the thick forests of West Virginia, reclaimed areas. You see what used to be areas that clearly, well, that's just a bunch of words that I repeated pretty much 4 times. As you travel, there are stretches of land where you could not tell that anything had ever been built there. Every now and then you come across the weed-covered ruins of a city, basically Horizon Zero Dawn levels of reclaiming the territory.
Cool.
You do not see any robot dinosaurs. You do see a couple of regular dinosaurs.
But do those exist in Rifts?
I mean, quite literally, yes.
Yeah.
In South America, some people use robots shaped like dinosaurs.
So cool. Okay, I'm sorry.
30-foot tall T-Rex with guns in unfortunate places. Anyway.
You showed me a picture of the. I remember now. Rifts is fucking wild.
So weird.
So-
As you travel, it's pretty slow going, but you don't feel the entire time you were in the Nightlands. There is no sun, but it's more than that. It's like a weighted blanket for your brain. And you feel like you've gotten the weights off. So it's a little like the sun isn't super happy. There isn't like a beautiful, wonderful day. It's an okay day. It's a little cold for this time of year, but it feels normal. It feels like this is a natural place. And as you start coming into the territory, what page was it on? 206? Yeah, 206. Let's see. As you start coming into the territory, you start seeing signs of different... you see a lot of Native American symbolism on... They're clearly, like, marking outlines of a territory. It literally says, like, is it Nez Pierce? I'm trying to remember who's in the area. California Valley, Idaho, Matlaw, it's not Fort Comanche. What the hell did I say it was? The Central Reserve. Okay. Let's see. The place is pretty traditional, but you do see a couple of mechs. But it seems more here you see more people who don't have any technology on them than do. It's a very kind of... The city's walls are built with wood that seems to be reinforced somehow. And there is a massive longhouse and a couple other places where they go, okay, that's like our ritual area. Please don't. And you... Yeah. They ask that you not go into one of the largest central huts out of, respect for their culture. And they basically provide you nice enough. There is a building that looks like it used to be a college dormitory that has been reclaimed by people. And they say, if you want to spend the night in there, you're more than welcome.
Cool.
If you have anything to trade, we don't have a ton in loose supplies, but if you help us bring in some food, that would be appreciated.
Do they look like they have a lot of do they look like they have the necessities?
They definitely have necessities. It is everyone's well fed here. You do see what looks like a schoolhouse. There is running water out of like a well. And there is there is not running water in this place. But there is a well that seems to be full to the top of what looks to be perfect water. Because they have elementals. And there is actually a demand for, you do see that there is a small blacksmith's shop.
Ooh.
Because they have horses and they would they shoe their horses? Some of them shoe their horses, others...
I feel like in Rifts it would make sense too, because there's a lot of still concrete left over, and there's a lot of debris and detritus on the ground. So I think it would be
those who travel further tend to get their horses shod.
Yeah.
But there is also people who need, small vehicle repairs where you just need a massive plate of steel strapped back on where it was shot off or torn off by a dinosaur.
Hell yeah, that was the next thing I was going to ask, is if there's things that I can help repair, or that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
So you spend the day helping out, and people are mostly pleasant with you. Some of them are a little giving you the side eye because you're not from around here.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, everyone's cool.
What do they have as decoration here? Are there things that the children play with that is
there are some where they make their own things, they make their own dolls, kind of like you would see in a what is it? The what are they called? Not Mennonites. The people with the carriages. Oh my god, I'm blanking on them. They're all over PA in the...
Oh, like the Amish?
Amish, yeah. So you see a lot of people who have naturalist kind of Amish styled, Amish doll kind of things, and others who have... there are some people who tend to stick to animal leathers and other things that are clearly handmade. But there does seem to be some industry here as well. Not a ton, but a little bit.
The dolls that the kids are playing with, does it look like they're supposed to be little warriors, or are they little farmers, or are they little...
You see mostly little warriors, because this is a society that lives with active defense.
Cool.
So they see them as protectors.
In my time, what kind of weapons do they have?
You see some of them have what look to be onyx-headed axes, and they'll just make a little stone axe, and then others have what looks to be a wooden carved energy rifle.
I want to make a little dwarven axe and give it to one of the kids. Just one of the cool kids is running around. Yeah, for their little doll. Because
thanks, mister.
That's my culture. Yeah. Just that's the kind of axe my my people like to use. I like these onyx. That's pretty cool though. Like, it's
Yeah,
like,
they've got some that have
awesome.
been treated and are like literally ritual objects.
That's cool.
You do see a couple people flying. You see one guy in power armor flying, and he seems to be the only guy in power armor. But you do just see some people who literally float on the wind.
That's pretty badass. Is that
Um,
magic or?
If
Hey,
you
is that
ask,
magic? Yeah.
Pepper would know because she can kind of get the feel of that wind. That wind is. That person has a bond with spirits that might even outstrip yours. But their spirit is very focused in that direction, and like that is a power they have developed in conjunction with their spirits. You
So
see a lot of spirit magic here. It's a very natural place in many parts of it, and anyone who can. I mean, it doesn't take much to guess that the ritual huts that they are asking you not to go in have some sort of magic, like a massive amount of magic. It does feel like they are on the ley line nexus there. But there is definitely a lot of magic in this place.
Cool.
You don't see any techno wizards, but you do see a traveling ley line walker.
I don't like those guys from my last experience in the Rifts game. Fuck that guy.
It is not that actor playing that role. Yeah. It would be a different actor cast with a similar costume. I'm not trying to like seed anything that guy's here. Yeah. All right. So you spend the day. It's you work. You help out. You each make about 200 with your various abilities. I don't know what Freya would do, but Greeks can definitely help fix up some of the technology here. They have people who are like operators, but no one who's like a psychic operator.
Does this
and-
play like it? This is kind of a smaller setup.
Yeah, it's
isn't it?
not huge. It's a couple of it's maybe
I'm not gonna take their
it's
money.
like a square mile, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take their money. They can keep their money. I'm just gonna build their stuff.
Well, you're paying back in room and board, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You're giving me free room and board at the trade.
Yeah.
That's
So
all.
they'll call it square, yeah. All right. So as you move on, the gets weirder because you're getting deeper and deeper into the magic zone. You kind of gotta have to pause every now and then for a demon flyby.
Okay.
Of where like at least 3 times you have to like stop because radar has shown a massive flying object coming through, and twice it was a demon that didn't seem to care about you. It didn't like look at you or make eye contact, but like just don't risk that.
It was on its way to go fuck up someone else's life.
Yeah.
Yeah. At one point, you are traveling through the woods, and you come across a cemetery of old, just would have been modern, like ancient headstones and giant grave pillars. You kind of stumble into it out of nowhere into the bush. In front of you is just a massive mausoleum in one of them. It looks like a 2-story tall mausoleum. And everything in that area is silent. It's daytime. There's nothing happening here that you can see. But you've come across...
No birds.
You suddenly see that you are in a cemetery. There is a road stretching ahead of you. The road is actually cleared and pretty regular. As you travel a little further down it, you see that the headstones go from old and decrepit to kind of well kept.
Would Freya know this area?
Yeah, I was about to ask you.
In the magic zone, knowing the area is helpful, but it doesn't mean the area is the same. You've been around here, but you know there are little fade towns all over the place.
Is it one of those
And
things of like, oh, this is new?
it is new. You have never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
Should we be worried or?
Or you would just be like cautious. Because the last time I was here, it was just trees. Magic zone. Just be careful. Keep your eyes out.
This is also
Getting newer. Like it looks like the gravestones are getting newer. Like people are keeping up, like cleaning them or something. What's the sky look like, Kevin?
The sky is pretty blue. It's kind of a clear but a little cold day. There's a little bit of clouds. It's not yet night. Like, you stopped there, and then you should be able to make it to Paducah by the end of today. Yeah.
Oh, good. We can get out of here then.
Yeah, if you keep moving, do you want to
Oh,
stop and
I
invest?
vote we keep moving. I do
Yeah,
not
Freya's just going, everyone keep your hands inside your vehicles as we move slowly through this new area.
Not a problem on my end. No, thank you.
As you suddenly see the forest resume up ahead, you see a figure standing off in the distance between two gravestones in a black cloak.
Oh, come on with that. Wait, are they just alone, like by themselves?
As far as you can tell.
What are they doing?
They're watching
Standing.
us leave. They're watching. Freya's just like, they're watching us leave.
They are not moving.
It's just one person?
One figure.
Do you
Yeah.
think they need
I
help?
didn't say person.
Do you think they might need help, Freya?
No,
They're out
no,
here, like,
no,
they're on
no,
foot.
no,
I'm,
no,
I'm just
no.
gonna ask really quick if
No.
they need help.
no, no. Kid, are you finally going to listen to me
kid-
or not?
Just listen and let's keep moving.
All right, if both of the if both of the smart people of the crew are telling me no, then I got it. That's fine. We're not doing it.
Yes, don't stop in a graveyard. That's probably a ghost, says Yolanda.
Just
Yeah.
Why would you... Okay, just keep driving.
well, I don't know if they were lost. If they got stuck in the same thing we got stuck in, who knows?
That does remind me. You wanted to... Freya wanted to talk to Yolanda privately.
Mm-hmm.
And at the preserve would have been a perfect opportunity to do that. Because you basically crashed there for the night.
Yes.
So, do you want to have that conversation with her?
Yes. Because they're going on a big mission and she needs to have it.
Okay. Yolanda will come to you, and there is a bar there that serves in the area that serves all kinds of drinks. You got your whiskeys, you got your moonshines, you got your beers. They do have what is it? I was gonna say Nuka-Cola, but essentially Nuka-Cola. They do have a Nightmare Stallion on tap. But yeah.
Freya's just going to come up and just be like, I have questions.
You might not like the answers.
Fine. I take it you've been one of us a lot longer than I have.
Yeah.
Like I'm barely 5 years into this. I mean, do you remember what it was like in the beginning for you? Or
Yeah, my memory's good still. It's been a long time, but I haven't lost any senses. The older ones of us I've seen tend to still be pretty sharp. I haven't, asked about, like, who was your favorite of the Roman senators of some of them, but like, I don't know if any one of us can live that long.
Wait, we can live longer than typical?
I mean, it averages about to the same. Because, our calling,
Right.
if we run from it, it tends to catch up with us. I would say your life expectancy is probably about another 20 years, maybe, if you're lucky. That doesn't mean you can't live. I've met a guy who was maybe 400 or 500. And he said he knew some older ones, but it was a funny one. That guy kept telling jokes. Always
So,
had jokes.
but I'm only going to live another 20 years.
Oh, because you'll probably die doing something. That's why I say another 20 years. Not because like you'll fall over with a heart attack or anything. Your body's not going to deteriorate much.
Oh, I see. All right.
Well, your body might deteriorate if that's what it does, I should say.
But if
There
I
are those who deteriorate, let's say professionally.
Okay. But if I happen to live through the things that I do, I'll live longer?
Yeah.
All right. So I don't understand. Like usually like when it happened, I sort of felt um like it was me, but then I was just kind of, Rohan was an alternate me somehow and more of like an entity I kind of wore. I mean, I know when I'm in that form, sometimes I can separate myself and both of us can be present. I don't know if you can do that one.
That's rare. That is super rare. I heard of other people that can do that. I just didn't. I think I might have known one guy. I don't remember. But yeah, that's not a thing for most of us. I mean, everyone who lives this kind of life has trauma. We all respond to trauma differently because we're people still. And I don't know what you're. If you're trying to ask me what you're going through, I can't really, you know, tell you because it's different for everybody. I mean, I was studying psychology for a bit, so like there's dissociative personality with like a little bit of that, but like when you add on a mystical layer, I don't know what that does to the mind. I don't I don't know if it would be new to me if Rohan was not in some way you. But how that looks for you is going to be different than how it looks from anyone else.
All right. So there is a part of me that I kind of keep closed off because I have to survive. I had to when I was a kid. And
Yeah.
so I guess Rohan being that bold is that part of me. Like being able to be bold and fly and be free
Well,
in a way.
you're able to be bold too. That sounds like a choice, though. It's just maybe. I mean, you can't fly, though. Like, you don't have a massive set of wings. I don't fly. I jump real high, but that's about it. Like, I can. I can grab onto something and fight it in the sky, but I'm not gonna, like, do barrel rolls. Um. Yeah, it sounds like. Because here's the thing. it's only me. I'm just me. I have these two different things that I am, but they're also not the only two things I am. I'm a woman, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Nightbane, I'm a traveler, but how you see yourself could be different. I don't know. I met this one doctor once who tried to psychoanalyze all of us, and whoo boy, was that going to be fun for him for the rest of forever.
Yeah, it was just at the mine with the lake. I was agreeing with them to collapse it, but then Rohan just had this urge, I don't know, this sense of going. And I was really cautious, but then they, I don't know, asserted themselves.
I don't know. So you know how people say they have a one-track mind? I've never found that to be true. Like, because I can keep multiple songs in my head going at once. Like, I can have two different songs in my head that I'm thinking of at different kind of like levels. It's hard to explain. Unless you can kind of do the same thing, maybe. I don't know. Not all. I never finished the degree. I just, yeah. Things came up. It's maybe your mind isn't in agreement with itself. I don't think that might not be a Nightbane thing. That might be a you thing. You might be. All right, so if I was gonna senior year but didn't graduate psychology you, I'd say Rohan gives you opportunities you wouldn't otherwise take, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's also the phenomenon of someone putting on a mask. A lot of people do it, even in this world where you've got dragons running around and demons flying overhead like there used to be 747s, which was a type of plane. I suddenly realized you wouldn't know what a 747 is. It's just a big, it's like a bus a sky bus. It's a really big sky bus, just casually flying above constantly. I lost where I was going with this. Oh, so you've got like demons flying overhead, you've got weird stuff, you've got people who can use magic, and then there are still people who put on a mask because it allows them to express some aspect of themselves, I guess.
Or hide from people who would want to kill you.
Oh yeah. That also could be a reason to wear a mask, I guess. Spider-Man. You probably don't know Spider-Man. It was a hero who wore a mask to keep the people around them from being hurt. So, like, if you didn't know who that hero was, you couldn't track down their loved ones. But if Rohan is your mask, that doesn't mean it's not you. And that doesn't mean it doesn't have its own power. There's power in that. Even if you're aware of that kind of thing, it can still have power. I don't know how it applies when you add on the layer of we are also beings with some mystical duality to us. And mystical in a relative sense.
Okay. All right.
All I know is I have seen people fight themselves to death. I have seen people whose battles were more in their mind, no matter what, nothing could stop them on the field, but they couldn't keep themselves together. That's what worries me most about people, is because when someone like us gets off the handle, it's hard to glue that handle back.
Yeah.
It's easy to make a lot of enemies real quick in this world, too.
Yeah. think it was also just me. I mean, like I said, barely 5 years into this, and I don't know, meeting you and learning about all of it. I think that's another reason because that was a lot
Yeah, I
to
mean,
learn.
we're the one thing I know about Nightbane is none of us are the same.
Really.
Not a single one. I've seen people with similar aspects. I have seen twins who were it was the only twins anyone had ever heard of who were Nightbane, and they were radically different from each other, kind of in opposition to each other, even with their presentation. It's some people say it's like a mental thing. Some people say it's your worst fears or your subconscious, and I don't know about any of that. I don't really try to think about that part too much. After this long, I am who I am.
Yeah, I think that was part of it, learning all of this and processing it.
Oh, yeah, I've had friends who are just normal humans who take decades. Don't worry, you're still a person. Like, no one's done. No one's fully baked for a long time.
All right.
You're what, 24?
Yeah, ish.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at guessing, like, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I've had to do it a lot. Um, you're, you know, psychology from forever ago. Your brain's done forming, but you are still a person who can change. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck in my ways, but I like my ways, and my ways don't seem to be hurting others, so I don't feel the need to change them.
Okay. I just thank you. I just needed to know more about what happened and such. Now I'm beginning to understand that it was just dealing with the fact that I've learned what I am. And yeah, that's been a
I,
lot to process.
yeah, I mean, I can't tell you that since you are able to split yourself off, that like spending time apart won't create a distinct difference, but I don't know.
Yeah, I did create Rohan. Like Freya would be the contact for Rohan, and Rohan would do like jobs and stuff, be like a little hero or that sort
Yeah,
of thing. So
it's
I
a good
think,
way to keep yourself
yeah,
kind of detached a little and protected a little.
yeah. So
And if and I'm totally cool with playing it that way. Like if I don't know, I don't think your friends would not support you in this. It's they seem like fine folks, and I know you're all tied together with the bonds and the mystical crap, but
yeah, but it's always like
we're all
when do you tell people something?
personally whenever I absolutely don't have many other options.
Yeah.
Before then, it's a crapshoot if I feel like it that day.
It's just I'm keeping something from them by convenience, I think.
Okay. Is it gonna hurt them? Will
Well,
it directly hurt everybody?
well, it would help kid understand a certain event at a dinner.
Oh, I don't think you could help Kid understand much. Listen, that kid believes in people, and he's gonna believe in people. And I don't know how, but he's gonna do it. He wanted to talk to the ghost.
Now do you see what I'm putting up with? Do you
Or he
understand?
sounds like he would talk to a ghost.
I know. It's just it took two of us to get him to not want to go talk to the being who was probably overseeing that realm and was just watching us leave, being thankful that we weren't being stupid by stepping out of our vehicles. But
I mean, sometimes it's fun to be stupid, but yeah. Not those seem like some high challenges. Excuse me.
yeah,
Excuse me.
yeah.
Slipped
He's,
into my Italian there for a second.
it's just me seeing a lot of ugly parts of the world. Being with someone who's only seen the bright.
It doesn't mean he hasn't seen the ugly parts. It just means he's only looked at the bright.
That's true.
And if you feel you got something to talk to him about, don't let it hurt you not talking. Don't let it eat away at you, because I've had relationships like that. Where you don't say what you need, and it doesn't help in the long run. And then you wonder if saying anything would have done anything sooner, and then you're like, why did I stay so long? And then it's all a whole mess.
Yeah. It's
But
just
that's just me.
yeah. We haven't had like a pause really to actually tell them because it was the dinner, then it was all of the night stuff and all that type of stuff. So,
Eh.
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I'll stick with you until Merktown, and then I'll meet you back at Clay whenever you're ready. Just send out a beacon, and I'll meet you back there. That'll be easier for me.
Got it.
But do also send me what methods you're gonna use, if you could,
Of course.
so I know what to prepare.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm gonna crash.
Okay. And then I guess it would be one of those, is everyone really tired and they're doing their own thing and everybody's going to go to bed sort of deal that night?
That's up to y'all. Everyone, there is a draining effect being in the Nightlands. It was kind of draining, but like, it might be the kind of draining where afterwards you want to be around
Sleep.
people.
Yeah.
But it's up to each of you individually.
Yeah, she would probably ask if everyone's okay or if they and such. Greeks? Sorry.
Oh no, the only other thing Greeks would do was they were going to do a chemical analysis on the hornet's nest stuff.
Okay. Do you have analytic chemistry or just chemistry? It's cool. You can.
I have all the chemistries.
All right, roll your most advanced chemistry. This will get you way more than your least advanced.
28.
28 is
Yeah.
definitely going to be under. Yeah. So this thing is made from some kind of like a spittle bile paste, much like a hornet's nest. You know, there is human blood in here. The human blood in the two different beings are different. The innards of the bug thing seem to have just kind of rotted into an inert goo. Not even like with it. They do have a kind of weird protein structure, but you can see that the thing is dead, and so the proteins are quickly breaking down, like quicker than they should. you think kind of what bonds these things together isn't natural. Like, these are not natural bugs. These are not a thing that grew somewhere. These are a thing from another place, maybe. You definitely get the hint that they are not, oh, you're this good. You are this good. You're good enough to know that those things came through at least one dimension to get here. You start to see a kind of dimensional resonance off of them. It's hard to pin down, but every now and then you get glimpses of it. With this kind of level of scrutiny that you're capable of with an electron microscope and, time to actually sit down and do it, those things have a bit of a dimensional frequency. It's like if you had to compare it to music, it would kind of be like a long, slow, deep note. Oh. Peppermint.
Oh.
You may consider all of your herbs restocked.
Okay.
Like, it's easy. Getting supplies here is so simple because they have the stuff you need. People who do similar things to what you do here.
Awesome.
They have a number of beehives. They have a number of other. They have a bit of a greenhouse with herbs and all kinds of things like that.
Does this place have a courier service?
They can get a message. Are you looking to get something somewhere?
Yeah, I want to write a letter to my mom and dad in Lockhenge.
Okay. They can. They have heard of it.
Okay, I can tell them kind of where it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to write them a note about the places I've been. I do not mention the night monsters, but I do mention that I think I'm getting closer, and I've been having a lot of fun. It's terrifying and also awesome, and I lost a tooth. But it's okay. Yeah, just generic stuff, but I don't want to make it sound too scary.
You keep it kind of upbeat and
Yeah. I met a lot of cool people and saw a lot of cool places. Also, I lost a tooth, but I'm okay. I put it. Maybe I don't mention the demon in the train. No, I think he would, because he'd be so proud of himself.
pretty mighty. Like,
Yeah, like, so I think I would say that. Like, I locked a demon in a train. That was new. This hammer's great.
all right.
You tell them about the woman who's annoying by always telling you what to do.
Yeah, oh man, Mom, you love her. She tells me not to do stuff all the time. You know what that's like. And also, I would tell them about the dwarves that I've met in what was that? Was the first town we went? The big
In Dwelmer.
Yeah, Dwelmer. And all about Dwelmer in general, and that I'm going to Merktown, which I'm sure is, and I'll say, but I'll be safe. I'm sure it'll be like, what are you doing in Merktown?
Going to Murdererville.
I'm going to the explosion capital of the world.
Ooh, where would be the explosion capital of this world?
Now that's cool.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Somewhere where the combustion elementals live.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Now I'm
So
suddenly envisioning Hawaii.
So then Freya would ask if everyone's like really tired or like if they would like to talk in the morning, but that she has something to tell them. That she really hasn't had a chance to yet. Up to all of you.
If you want.
I have no need to go to bed immediately.
Greeks?
In the morning.
Greeks is already in bed. He's
All right,
doing
we can do this over morning. We can do this in the morning.
Sure,
yeah.
over breakfast.
Yeah, over breakfast.
Okay.
So then over breakfast.
Yeah, I'll let
Yeah.
that.
Freya would just be like, okay, I think we could all admit that there really hasn't been a lot of time since the dinner in the mountain for us to really have this type of conversation.
Are you gonna yell at me again? I told you Greeks told me to go in. It was
No,
all
no,
Greeks'
no.
decision. Okay.
So you know when you were there, um, Greeks had a connection, Peppermint had a connection.
Mhm.
I had a connection there. It was the man who got water in his lungs. I knew
The
him.
guy who drowned?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I tried to save him.
Oh, hogweed.
Oh.
I don't know. You know how there are people who oh, I'm a spy, then I'm a double agent, or I'm a triple agent. His lies would fold on top of each other, and I don't even know if he was loyal to himself. I think I just don't know. He was I don't think he deserved that sort of type of death. That was a bit much.
So you
But
got
when
close, huh?
but when the entity, the person, whatever that may be, said darkness in the heart in a possible traitor, I was sitting up there going, not surprised. Um,
Hmm.
so I don't think he deserved that sort of death. Um, but if there was a traitor in the midst, of course it was going to be him.
Where did you know him from? And why not just tell us?
Because Freya is the name I've given myself. I wasn't born with this name. And all I really want to say is I did not have a traditional childhood. I was raised by a, I don't know, group, an organization. There are reasons why I can do what I do and
You mean
such.
like Rohan?
No,
Oh.
no, they're not responsible for that at all. No, the whole, I believe you call it sneaky sneaking.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
sneaky and stuff.
Yeah, the sneaky and stuff. That's what they taught me was the sneaky and stuff. No, it was I escaped from them, and it was like a couple, not even 2 years. Then the whole thing with Rohan happened, but it wasn't them. So he was with he was with them.
What were you raised to do? Like be like a spy for who? Who were you
I
spying?
don't I don't really want to bring up names. If you would respect that,
Yeah,
please.
sure.
Um,
Do you want us to keep calling you Freya?
please.
Okay.
Um, let's just say Peppermint knows how to heal with holistic medicine. I know how to kill with it. And that's what they taught me, among other things.
You know how to kill somebody with like honey and thyme?
I
Like berries and stuff?
I really just looking at the stuff. No, you don't understand. Just looking at the
Kind of.
stuff that's here, I could probably make 12 different types of poisons
Oh man. You could open an apothecary.
that
Really?
kills people.
You two could both open an apothecary. That would be a great apothecary. Wow. All the stuff that can heal you, and then all the stuff that can kill the people you don't like.
Kid, only you would have that type of response to what I just told you.
Yeah.
Well, I think you guys would make probably a great business together. You're both really smart, and if you know your craft really well, which you clearly do, that would be good. You know, there's probably a place in Lockhinge that you could do it. Our apothecary is falling apart,
Um,
and I think the old woman who runs it eats a lot of mushrooms, and I don't think she's doing very well. Are you writing that down, Kevin?
No.
Because I don't think she can discern between the toxic ones and just the hallucinogens, but I don't think the toxic ones can kill her anymore. She's a lot. But man, yeah, you guys should think about that after this is all over. That'd be pretty cool.
Peppermint, Greeks, do you have questions, concerns?
just one. 12? I only can think of 4.
Oh,
Poison.
maybe we could talk about that sometime if you want to know that.
Maybe. It's good to know that so that I can counteract it. But yeah, I'm impressive.
Greeks?
Greeks only knows about the hallucinogenic.
No, because Freya is just like, do you have any concerns or have any questions for me, or are we good?
Yeah, we are good for now.
I mean, what were you worried about with telling us? Like, are you expecting questions or?
Well, I'm new at this. The whole being with a group of people for good reasons and making connections. I'm new at this.
Like making friends?
Yeah, I guess that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the word.
Yeah, you're not. I could see you're a little rusty at it, but you're doing really good. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, not rusty, like never.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
Well, I mean, you don't seem like a bad person to me. Yeah, you probably like, I don't know, killed stuff and kill people and stuff. But it doesn't matter what you've done; it matters what you do. You know. So, right now you're trying to stop a bunch of horrible nighttime monsters from taking over the world. So, that's good in my book. You also kept me from dying a good couple of times, so that goes a long way with me. I don't know. I see you as a good person, so I have no issue. Whatever you want to.
And you thought that that drowning was excessive, so that's another
Yeah,
plus.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, if you were a bad person, you would have been like, ha ha ha. But instead, you were like, well, that was a bit much.
it was. I mean, that I even I wouldn't have done. No, that was he didn't deserve that.
You would have made it quick and painless.
Of course.
There you go. Yeah, so that's okay. That's close. You know,
Honey and Time.
honey and time mixed together, instant death.
Well, enough honey over enough time.
And,
Yeah.
Or a lot of honey over a very short time.
yeah, and you're done. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any issue with it. You're not trying to hurt us or really innocent people at all. So
No, that's one of the reasons why I think after talking with Yolanda, I think Rohan is the way Rohan is because I wanted to break free from how I was raised and be who I really want to be.
do you want to be an 8 foot tall scaled angel creature with a sword? Because that is cool.
Yeah,
Rohan
more
is
of,
very cool.
yes, more of what like Rohan represents. Strength and freedom and flight and such.
And fighting for a good cause
Yes.
instead of just, hurting people for someone else's gain or money. I don't know why you did it, and I'm not going to pretend to, but Rohan seems to know exactly who Rohan's enemies are.
Yes. And it wasn't just any job. It had to be for the site of freight. So that's Rohan.
No. I have no issue with you in my book. You're a good person, and I like traveling with you. You are my friend.
Okay. Yeah. Friends.
Friends.
That's right.
Greeks.
Hmm?
You have a vision. A very short one.
Oh.
A very potent one. You are standing next to a computer. The computer is powering something amazingly huge. There's lightning shocking the walls around you. And there is another one of your type talking to you, telling you, we can do it. We can do it right now. Do it. Do it. And that's where we're going to end the session.
What?
Oh.
It sounded mean. Yeah, it didn't sound nice. There's good do-its and bad do-its, and that sounded like a bad do-it. Ooh.
Was this clairvoyance?
Yep, that's clairvoyance.
Does that mean it's future stuff or past stuff? Oh no.
That is, I will say that is not a memory that Greeks has currently.
Greeks is the evil genius Big Bad Wen.
10 years ago. All right.
That was good.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on Riff's Ballad of Fates. Let's go around and give our quick outros, and let's start with Peppermint.
Hi, yes, I'm Nerdy Teddy, and you can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy or in the Discord. And as well, you can find me here, of course, Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays. And this week, Saturday, I haven't decided if I will be streaming on the channel, but I will be playing with me in midair on her channel for Up Late with Kate. We'll be playing Death Road to Canada.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah,
It
sounds cool.
It's a bit of an older game, but it's kind of like Oregon Trail, but you're trying to escape the zombie apocalypse.
Ooh, yes.
And so like you get out and you have to go like battle zombies and try to find supplies and stuff and pick up survivors and
Very cool.
and stuff and try to make it to Canada. I also have an itch page with a few games that I have made and I'm currently working on, and that is everything for me.
All right. Thank you so much. Kid.
Hello, everybody. I am Evan Jennings. You can find me at EvanJennings64 on the Twitter and Zombie Love Juice on Instagram. I have an art Instagram called Art of Zombie Love Juice. That's also on Twitter. I run my own evil campaign of D&D. You can find that on the Beyond EMH YouTube channel. And me and Amanda have started, my girlfriend Amanda, have started streaming. We created a little show called Couch Co-op that we do every once in a while where we sit down and play video games together. We got a couple of things on the backlog, so we're on, I think, Couch Co-op at Twitch. I can't remember. I don't know the exact link. I'll get it for you next time. But, you know, we're there. So if you want to see me and my girlfriend play Resident Evil and me do very poorly, you know, that's where you can see it. So.
Which Resident Evil?
Yeah, we were playing through Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 because those are co-op.
That makes sense.
Resident Evil 6 you can actually do couch co-op, but the Resident Evil 5 we just put two TVs and sit next to each other. LAN party. Yeah, and then sometimes it's just us playing a one-player game while the other one like comments and makes fun of each other.
I'll put your Twitter for Couch Co-op in the There you go.
Oh, you got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Thank
it's at
you.
Couch Co-op with a 0 on the op.
Yeah, I didn't know what the exact thing was, but yeah. So we
There we go.
do that every once in a while.
All right. All right. Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle. You can find me on Twitter at Shell_game. I'm here every other Wednesday. I'm on McGardia doing the Tales from Omeria. So we're on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Again, that's every other Wednesday. And so that's really what I'm up to right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Greeks.
Hi, I'm Teen. You can find me on Twitter, Teen Tut. This Friday, I'll be participating in Session Zero Online. It's a virtual con. It's a showcase of tabletop role-playing games that work from Asia, particularly highlighting Southeast Asian creators' narratives, settings, and themes. And so it's unlike other virtual conventions where it's just you might have you go on Twitch and watch some panels and games. This is they actually created a virtual space in the Gather Town app, so you can like walk around.
Oh, nice.
And it's all pixel art.
That's pretty
Cool.
rad.
That's cool.
All
And
right.
you can interact with everyone via voice and video chat.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Awesome. All right. Thank you. Okay, and me. My name is Kevin. I've been your GM. You can find me on Twitter at BySonicKevin, and more importantly on the Discord. I'm there way more. And you can find my wife's amazing knitwear pattern. She's working on something truly spectacular for this year's Geek Along. And so you can check that out at lattesandllamas.com. And so hopefully we'll see you next time, and everybody be safe out there and have fun. All right.
Yeah. We're going to be
Deliver
rating Raven, and we'll see you next time, everybody. Have a good night.
Hey.